Hey there, this is Heather and welcome back to Civ 6 as Portugal. Before I get into it, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and you can also leave me comments in the comment section. Between parts, I just bought 3 trader units right here, and we're going to need to set up those trade routes. But before that, let's check on what we want to produce over here. I'm thinking I probably want to do the factory, and in the future, like, this general area is going to be where I do my space race projects, because we do have some decent industrial zones over here. I actually have 57 production in my capital, which isn't bad, but I might have to place districts on top of luxuries, possibly in the future, because unfortunately, this is what I was doing with Maui, and now I regret it. Alright, and I think the thing I want to do over here first is probably be building that shipyard. If I can afford it, I kind of want to buy that monument. It's $240, I can afford it. And the reason I want to do that is because my culture is very poor. It's much lower than everyone else's. And I think we're just going to send these off to the city-states. So let's start doing that. Actually, you know what? 31.5 gold, this is the best one. And then we will go from there. So 25.5 and 24. Okay, and why don't you improve that other citrus tile? And you have nothing else you can do. You don't have any builds left for any more unique improvements. You can just explore. And we're going to work on getting some fishing boats. It's all going according to plan. My money is snowballing. It is over 600 gold per turn. Well, obviously we're not attacking you. Okay, what is going on with this? Alright, so 581. My alliance is expired. Yeah, I don't want to let that happen. So let's, I don't know, get an embassy and then get our alliance back. Economic. That should put our money back to where it was, and then let's be friends with you as well. Okay, good. And we'll get an embassy with you, and we will also have a cultural alliance, because I kind of need that. Alright, I'm making over 600 gold per turn again. I don't know what else has happened. It's possible I've lost the city-state. Have I lost the city-state? It doesn't really look like it. I mean, I could definitely take Zanzibar back, but that's not affecting my trade routes. So, I'm not sure. Let's make a trade route here and go to this Nubian city for 25.5 gold. I think that's a brand new city. And let's get the fishing boat right here. And one here. So we got more gold there, 634.7. And then we will get a plantation on this tile. Okay. Ooh. Sweden hates me because I'm allied with Nubia. They really hate Nubia. I believe that Georgia also hates Nubia. Okay, we can now build Oxford if no one else has built it. And we can found our desert city over here. I don't know if anyone's like built the Petra. The city is more for like, just so that nobody else founds a city right next to this one all by itself. And then I'm going to buy some tiles here, because these actually have production on them and a little bit of science, so not a terrible idea. We could go for the ironclads now. I think I have all of the unique, now naval units that I wanted to have. I don't think we really need them anymore, but they do take coal if we want to get those. We could go for something else, maybe like sanitation or flight. Let's look at the tech tree here. Okay, so I could do gunpowder, I could do siege tactics maybe. What level of walls is this? The Renaissance walls, the highest possible level. I don't know if we're going to really need that. We might be okay without doing that. We could just go towards refining and see what happens with that, see if we have any oil. I kind of would like to go for things like steel, economics. Wait a minute. No. Let's go for economics first. It's gonna take a while to get there. We're gonna have to do gunpowder and metal casting first, but we need to get moving on that. Alright, and you have one more build left on you. We could get a lumber mill right there, and I'm kind of tempted to do that. So let's go ahead and get that done. And we could get a citrus industry. What would this give us? Plus 30% production towards military units in the host city. I don't know if we really need that. I kind of want to improve these tiles instead, so let's just get the pearls. And then in this city, I want to get the workshop. I also want to, actually do the aqueduct. Let's do the aqueduct first, just because it will get me additional housing and it will also improve both of these industrial zones in one go because they're both adjacent to it. And then in our new city, I kind of want to buy some of these buildings because I definitely do not want to be building them. That would just take way too long, and we can afford it. So that's a much better idea in my mind. And we could also get a harbor here. I don't know where I really want to put it. There's not going to be good adjacency with it. We could put it, obviously either of these two locations, but I'm not really sure. Like, I could get a district like right there, but do I want to put a district on a hill? Maybe not. But then over here, do I really want to get rid of that forest when that's the only one, or there's like two that I could possibly have over here? So that's kind of a question. Let's just work on maybe our ancient walls first. I could build a campus and have it adjacent to a reef if I put it here, but I'd have to replace the olives to do that. And I don't know if we're close to having a monopoly on the olives or not. We may or may not be, so that's kind of hard to decide. Let's just build the ancient walls before we do anything else. Just because I am concerned that maybe someone will declare war on me eventually. Very surprised that it hasn't happened yet, as you guys have also commented. And I'm going to take Zanzibar back here for the amenities. Hopefully we will not end up in a 1,000-year war like we did with Eleanor. Okay, and the Enlightenment has been completed. Hercules is dead. We have his relic. We're going to get this coal mine hooked up. And we can go for another civic here. I think I'm going to go for mercantilism, because then we can find out how close we are to getting monopolies on different things. I'm going to get fishing boats here. This is really quite an uneventful game right now. I am very surprised indeed. Okay, and I could get a lumber mill right here, maybe some mines if we really wanted to do that. But I was thinking I was going to build the harbor here, so that might be kind of pointless. Or I just want to put a lumber mill there, at least for now, or might want to put a lumber mill here instead. This is probably a safer location where I'm like less likely to replace it with something, so let's just go do that one. And we'll get this lumber mill here. Okay, and these pearls, we could get plus 25% faith, but we're not really making any, faith here, so let's not do that. That seems kind of pointless. And we could go for a shipyard in this city, or we could place down a district. I think I wanted to put the industrial zone here because I believe the commercial hub, the commercial hub would be a +4 right there. Because of the river that's right there and the harbor district. And the industrial zone would be a +1 on this tile from the adjacent city center. We could also put it here if we wanted to, but I don't really think we do. I think I'm just going to put it here. So let's put down the industrial zone. And then it says we could also... Oh, I was working on the campus before. Well, let's just get working on the industrial zone first and then do the campus after that. And then I guess we'll figure it out from there. Because I was supposed to place that. Well, at least the campus will be less expensive. You want my coal and you want my citrus. You will give me the Epic of Arthur. Well, I will get more culture from that if I give it to you. Not very much culture, but I will get some. What about the incense? No, you won't give me the incense too. And now you won't do it. Well, what is the point of this? I shouldn't have even tried to negotiate because now she has an attitude about it. Whatever. Okay, gunpowder has now been completed. Let's get some fishing boats. And we are done with that builder. We could get a market. That's probably a good idea, so let's do that. We are making 652 gold. Well, 652.8 gold per turn, and we can get another trade route if we want to. And I think I'm going to buy one over here. So let's do that. And we could get lumber mills here if we didn't want to build districts, but I don't know about that one. I don't think we really need to do that right now. Seems like probably not the best bet. We have very limited land for that city. And the Colossus has now been completed, so we will get yet another trade route. I could probably send it from this city. Or from our capital, but might as well just like get it here. Oh, we can't. We need more trade route capacity. I guess they're just not doing anything right now. Okay, and I think I'm gonna go for the ancient walls finally in my capital because it still doesn't have any. And we can do this trade route here for 30 gold. And this one we can do. I have the unique improvement in this city. And also over here, but that one's much further away. And it doesn't say I can trade with that. So let's just go here for the 25.5 gold plus 3 production. It's a pretty good trade route. Or we could do 31 gold per turn, but there won't be any production. So I'm just going to do this one. It's also a shorter route. And let's get that lumber mill over here. How many turns do I have left in this era? 22 to 42, so we still don't know how many. But we're very close to getting a normal age, so that shouldn't be a problem. And you're just talking nonsense again. No one cares. Be quiet, Sweden. Be quiet. Her with her screaming face. It's the denounced face, but it looks like it's screaming. Like throwing an absolute fit about everything, basically. Okay, we have one build left on you. We could get a mine, maybe. Question is, like, where am I going to want to put things in the city? Like, where can I put things in the city? There are not many options, I feel. Alright, so harbor won't even let me look at that because I haven't bought the tiles. An aqueduct could be placed in a few different locations. Let's look at the industrial zone as it stands. There's some okay spots for that. Not really that great. Theater square, no adjacency there. And maybe we should get a holy site somewhere. That would probably be a good idea. But there are a few locations for that. I think you're just going to come over here maybe and get this lumber mill for now. I was thinking about that before and I wasn't sure. I'm still not sure, but I'm just going to do it for now. Alright, and what are we going to do in this city? Probably should get that market going, but I kind of want to place down districts. I'm going to put the theater square down. We could get +1 adjacency here, which obviously isn't that great, but it's something. What about an industrial zone? Also +1 there. Alright, an aqueduct. We could place that somewhere. We could put that here, get rid of the sheep tile, put the industrial zone there, and a theater square there maybe. My culture is really bad, so I'm going to prioritize this one first. Just because I really do need to speed that up. It's at 89, and most people are like well over 100, up to like 169. Okay, so bombards, blah blah blah, metal casting is done. Okay. And let's put in, what do we want to put in? Could put in a theater square over here, but I think this is one of those cases where I'm going to have to replace either a luxury or I'm going to have to just put it on my only empty tile. Oh, that scares me. We're not going to be able to do much more than this. So do we want to put that there? I mean, we could. And we could put, like, a water park next to it. Like, right here. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's do that. Let's do that. I wonder how we're doing on that Nobel Prize. Probably not winning that one. Probably not. Let's take a look. I'm in second place, but very far behind. The gold is only one technology boost. What? Increases the accumulation of resources in cities with a university by 1. That's not bad at all. But only one tech boost? Really? That's just weird. I don't know. Like, should I care about this? I feel like it's not worth bothering. Alright, and I guess we should probably get the workshop over here next, although the dam is not completed, and that's supposed to be a lot of adjacency for both of these industrial zones again, so can we buy the workshop? I think we can. Yeah, let's just buy it. It's expensive, but that should make it quicker to finish off that dam, and that will really help us out. All of that will go more quickly. Okay, and you can get a shipyard over here. And over here, what do we want? Probably the library, but I can purchase that for 360, which is not very much. And we could get the navigation school. I could also purchase the navigation school. So let's just do that. And then what do we want to actually produce? That is the question. I mean, I could possibly put an industrial zone here if I wanted to put the aqueduct here. But, like, what is the best location for this, really? There are, like, a few different possible locations. So I'm not going to be able to get it adjacent to the coal. But I could put it here. Whatchamacallit? I could put the industrial zone in either one of these locations and then the aqueduct on the other one. But, wait, what am I doing right now? I'm having one of those days. The wind is howling outside and it's really distracting, kind of scary. So what do we want to do with this? I could put it next to this niter. I don't remember, like, okay, it says +1 from quarries. What about mines? Every 2 mines. And strategic resource would be +1. So it doesn't even really matter. It's kind of going to end up the same, like, regardless of what I do with this. The housing is fine right now. Well, I could just put it here then. Let's just do that. Can I place down anything else? Well, I could place down the aqueduct here. But then we'll just go back to work on the industrial zone. I tell you, I cannot decide about anything today. Anything at all. And mercantilism has been completed. We can now build privateers, and camps are better. We could also build this wonder, which would give us +2 gold for every luxury resource at the destination for our international trade routes. That's not bad. Cities not on your home continent receive the lowest production cost of building they can currently construct. I feel like my cities can't really build many buildings right now because I, like, probably bought them already. But this is kind of interesting. I don't know if we're going to build that or not. We probably should. We probably should. We should look at our policies as well. Okay, what do we got here? I still want the charismatic leader in there for obvious reasons. I don't want to lose my city-states. Do we need veterancy right now? We might. I think I am building a seaport or two. Could get additional production. This would probably be a really good one, actually. But I think the cities that really need it don't have industrial zones. And in that case, it probably isn't worth it to do that. Unless I want to replace naval infrastructure. And we might want to do that because I've already got 715 gold. So I can definitely afford to lose that one in favor of production. It's good for 14 production, or we can get this one for food in addition to production, but it'd be slightly less production. That might be a good one. Let's do this. There we go. Okay, and a lumber mill. Oh no, we're making less than 700 gold. It's like a nightmare. Let's do colonialism. Oh boy. Okay, and I think, do we have enough coal really to be having coal power plants? Like only 3 per turn. That's not really great. There is some coal over here and here, but we'll need to found more cities to be able to get this, and we might want to do that, or we might not. It might be worth it. What else could we do? We could build the Taj Mahal, apparently. Wait, where is the city? Right here. Yeah, that might be worth it, actually. Now, if we build the Taj Mahal here, then I could build a theater square here, and then an entertainment district over here. That would be pretty good. So let's do that. And hope that we can get it done. You have 39 production, that's pretty good. Now you have 41, but our population is stagnant. You know what? That's fine. It can be stagnant. You know what, actually? We don't have any power in here, and I think that's like a really big problem that we have going on. I can buy this factory probably. Yeah, 1,300. And then what about a coal power plant for 1,200? And I think that should give power to this city. We'll find out on the next turn if that gets any better. Okay, we got +2 air score for the power plant. It went down like 2 turns instead of 1 from the last turn, and it is now powered, so that's pretty good. What is your production now? 43. And yours is also 43, and you're not even focusing on that. This city is growing again. Alright, well that's pretty good. Let's choose our production here and maybe purchase that amphitheater because it's less than 1 turn of gold. And then we could also, no, we can't buy the factory or anything. Okay, well, let's build a factory in our capital, and then we will work on our bank over here. You want pearls for only 2 gold per turn. This is why we are not friends with you. I mean, besides the fact that you hate us. Because, like, that is really cheap. These are not sweatshop pearls. I don't think you understand. And they're not made of plastic either. They're real pearls. What a jerk. If you can't afford something, then don't try to just, like, lowball someone. That's really rude. Making it my problem. Alright, whatever. Let's buy the market here. And the amphitheater. We can just buy almost everything. Let's get the bank for +17 gold. Crazy. And our gold is up over 700 again. And we do have all of our available trade routes, so being careful with that. Alright, now I do want a holy site somewhere, so I can get more, great hero recall situations going on. And I think I want to put a dam in the city and an aqueduct and an industrial zone. So I could get the dam over here, which I probably want to do. And then, where can I put, let's put a pin here. So the dam here, and aqueduct can go on either of these 2 tiles. Kind of would prefer to save the floodplains and have a nice triangle for food there. So let's put the aqueduct here. Unfortunately on a hill, but it is what it is. And then industrial zone here. And then we'll put farms there because we need food. And a commercial hub. +5 on either one of these ones. Well, I kind of want to get all my farm triangles like over here. So I don't really want to put it on that side of the river. Theater Square. Okay, well, I think that this would be pretty good. I don't really want to replace the wheat with this commercial hub, but at the same time, I totally do, so let's just do it. And then we can actually lock these things in. I am buying this tile to do this, but yeah, I do want to do that. Okay, good. And then we can also place the aqueduct. And then we can get back to our commercial hub right there. Arabia has switched governments to oligarchy. How do you have oligarchy right now? There's a gradient dust storm. Is it just me, or is that like a first tier tech? I mean, a first tier government. Okay, we can now build the stock exchange and Big Ben and corporations and all of that. Alright, and you can continue with this trade route. That's good. Let's look at this Nobel Prize thing again. Now we're in third place. Well, that's unfortunate. Great engineer, scientist, and merchant points. Well, we need more commercial hubs and more great scientist points, I guess. Alright, well, whatever. Let's get our research going. And what do we want now? Maybe sanitation? I'm not sure. We've already gotten the economics, which was a really obvious one. We could go for refining. Let's go for refining. It'll take us a while to get there. We're going to have to research all of these techs to do it. But why not? Or we could go towards chemistry instead. You know what? That might be a better call. That might be a better call. Because then we can get the research lab, and if we're trying to get to rocketry, that's going to be pretty important. So we'll just do that. There we go. Alright. And do we need to do anything over here? Do we want to buy any builders maybe? I mean, we could put lumber mills all over this entire place if we wanted to. And make it really hideous. I don't see why not. Let's get a builder. You have enough housing for now. But let's buy a granary anyway. Just to make sure we've got all of that covered. Alright, and like I said, we're going to go for those lumber mills. Make it all really unappealing. But we need the production. We have a lot of things to build. Alright, and we've completed a civic, and it is colonialism. Do we need to change any policies now? Whoa! Oh my gosh, that almost gave me like a heart attack or something. 104.1 gold and 11 production? That is crazy. And that is way better than like any other card that I've got. And this one is amazingly good too. And that'll give me additional faith that I need. Wow. That's worth more than Merchant Confederation is. Well, what should we get rid of? Because we have to get rid of something now. I don't know if I really need this food very badly. I can probably replace... Well, let's see. This is a tough call. Alright, well, let's put this one in somewhere. Has to be one of these three. I guess we can just put that here. And then where are we going to put this one? We'll have to get rid of science or build charges. I don't really want to get rid of the science. I feel like we need that. So I'm going to have to get rid of the build charges. That's a tough decision. Really is. We could get more production if we wanted to. If we wanted to replace veterancy. I think we should do that at this point. These are some really good policies in here. It's kind of crazy. Alright, well, we're good with that. I'll get those lumber mills on the next turn. Let's go for civil engineering maybe, so that we can get Statue of Liberty in case I need to win a diplomatic victory. That'll definitely help. And we have 3 envoys that we can send somewhere. Might as well just like put 1 in Mogadishu and 1 in here and 1 in here, just so that nobody takes them from me. I could get Himiko back, so it's not like the end of the world if something happens, but I can't let anyone get Mogadishu. Oh, you are interested in another possible trade here, but now you want niter and pearls, and you will give me incense and gold and open borders. I don't know if I trust you. You're kind of iffy. You have oil, but you're not going to sell that to me. Let's just accept the deal. It's not like I can do anything with that anyway. I don't even have the tech to be able to use it. Alright, well, whatever. Class struggle has been boosted. Let's get a lumber mill on that jungle. And then we will build a stock exchange. We already have power over here from that neighboring city. We have power over here. That's looking pretty good. It's all looking pretty good. That dam will be done in 1 turn. And the Taj Mahal will be done in 13. I think we want to chop something, because I want to chop that anyway. Let's buy a builder. I know I took that card out, so it's not going to be as good of a builder, but it's alright. We're getting it plus 14 production per turn in exchange for those 2 build charges that we are no longer getting, so it's okay. It's okay. We'll be fine. And what do we want to put in here? Probably another commercial hub, but it depends on how good it is. Only plus 1. I don't think that's very good. Or plus 2. That's also not that great. We do need that theater square, though. I get a plus 1 theater square, but I'd have to replace that lumber mill, which I'm not willing to do. Entertainment complex. We have enough amenities right now, so I don't really think that's super important to be doing that. Holy site. I'm not going to replace that, so... I mean, I could just put a plus 1 holy site somewhere. It doesn't really matter a ton. I could put an encampment over here just because of Ethiopia. But at that point, I would just be building things because I don't know what else to build, and I feel like that's probably a bad idea. So instead of doing that, maybe we want to get medieval walls. Just in case he attacks me, because I really don't trust him. He hasn't denounced me, but he could at any time. Alright, do we need to retake anything that we can actually do? We could take Buenos Aires, and our bonus resources would behave like luxury resources. That's not too bad at all. Can't get this one back because I don't have enough envoys. What about Singapore? Your cities receive plus 2 production for each foreign civilization. They have a trade route too. That's not bad. Let's do that. And then maybe we'll save the other one. Or we could get this city-state. Our cities have full housing from water as if they were all next to a river. I don't know if we need that. I guess we could take it. But what will that do if I'm using the harbor for my housing? I don't know. We could just take it and find out. Okay, plus 2 era score. And we are on our way to a golden age. We just need 6 more points. And I think we'll get there, because we will hopefully finish Taj Mahal in a few turns. Don't know how many yet. We have to chop a couple tiles. So it's kind of a mystery at this point. Let's get another lumber mill and chop this tile. It only took it down 1 extra turn. That's kind of disappointing. Okay, you think my people are productive? That's great. I don't know if I really care what you think. You don't like me. And you don't really have a good reason. I mean, I know I did settle right next to you on the other side of your empire and steal your city location from you, and you haven't actually done anything to exact revenge yet, so you're probably really salty about it, but there's nothing I can do. It's already done. Let's sort this by gold. Okay, we could do this one for 45, so I guess we probably should, unless we want to do this one, because it'll have twice as much production. I think that's probably a better idea. It's also closer. We might be able to actually complete that route before the era is over. And then I think we're going to try to get over here to chop that tile. Hopefully we can do it before the Taj Mahal is finished. I'm not giving you strategic resources. Are you crazy? You must be kidding. You'll give me 26 gold per turn, but I'm getting more than that from my trade routes. Like, that's like one trade route for me. I don't think that's worth it. Oh, and speaking of trade routes, I can actually get one more. Okay, we got +1 era score because replaceable parts is completed. Let's get another lumber mill. And, okay, so this must be the trade route that's not doing anything right now. And we are sorting this by gold. Wait a minute. I can trade internally with myself and get 25 gold. How is this sorted by gold then? That's 25, this is 34.5. It's not sorted properly. It's not. They're lying to me. Well, let's just go here. Is it sorting by like how much it would be without the bonuses? Because this one, I mean, I've got an economic alliance with her, but otherwise I don't have any bonuses here. But that's further away than this one is. There's more production with this one as well. Let's just go here. I don't know why it's sorted that way. It's completely wrong. It is completely wrong. Okay. And I do want that theater score somewhere, but I just don't know where I'm going to put it. I don't know where. Maybe like here? I guess we can do that. There's no reason not to. Alright. And this city needs a whole ton of things. We could definitely use a commercial hub. We could use an industrial zone. Get a +2 industrial zone in a few different locations. Commercial hub +3. Well, let's put the commercial hub down right there. And I could place like a few different things, so maybe we want to do that. Where would I put them? I could put the theater square like here maybe on this marsh tile. Or I can put it over here. Or I could put the industrial zone there maybe. No, it's only a +1. That's not really worth doing that. But I could put a theater square there and then a water park here. But if I put the theater square there, it would be +1. So that's probably not the best. Let's just put it over here. That's fine. And then go back to working on our commercial hub. And if you don't know, the reason I'm doing this is to lock in the price. Not for any other reason. Okay, and we've got a whole bunch of gold now all of a sudden. Let's buy the workshop. And the factory. And maybe we also want to buy the coal power plant. Or we could just not do that and do something over there instead. And we could put the aqueduct in now. You can just work on that for 4 turns. That's really quick. As soon as I get stuff like built over here, the district down, I can just buy the buildings. Okay, and we have a commercial hub with a +4 or higher. Let's choose our next project. I don't think we need another power plant, so let's not do that. We could build this wonder though. Maybe we'll put it on this tile. But where are we going to put the Statue of Liberty? I don't know where that one can go. What does it say? Must be built on the coast adjacent to land and a harbor district. Well, then that's going to have to go there. Because that's what I'm planning to do with it. We'll have to get rid of one of these really good tiles. One of these has to go for the Statue of Liberty, and one of them has to go for this. Oh boy. now I wonder, should I have built a Colossus? Probably not. It's only worth one trade route. Maybe I can put these over here. 25 turns, that's way more. Oh boy. I'm gonna be able to build a Statue of Liberty in only 4 turns. But I don't really think it's a good idea to wait on this stuff. I don't know. Definitely not building the Great Lighthouse. It won't let me put it over there. What would you do in this situation? Let's get a settler. 4 turns. And then I'll be done with civil engineering. We'll see how long it will take to get the Statue of Liberty. But, like, which wonder would you build if you could only build one of those 2? And we're going to buy the market. And we could buy... Oh my gosh. I'm making 990.1 gold per turn. That's crazy. We can even buy the stock exchange. Plus 22 gold. Plus 7 gold additionally when powered, which it is. Capitalism has now been boosted. Oh my gosh. And now we're making 1,052.2 gold per turn. But I don't have power over here. How is that? How is that? How do I have power over here? There's something going on. Is it because of the harbor and a city-state? Probably. Alright, well, that's interesting. Let's build our industrial zone now. I thought I placed that down already, but it turns out I did not. And let's get our farm over here, because I wanted to do that. This is just crazy. How do I have so much gold coming in? I mean, I know how, but it's just like, wow. You like that I have walls? That's cool. Maybe you'll stop hating me soon. You really hate Nubia, though, so there's probably no chance of that happening. It's really cliquish of you, but whatever. And we can purchase our stock exchange over here as well. And then you can work on... Do we want to do an aqueduct? Because we can. Your production isn't terrible. If we improved our production over here, we could build one of those wonders. 24 turns. I mean, it might be possible. I can't get an industrial zone over here, though. We could just try to build the wonder in this one location. Let's just try. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll find out. And then we need a lot of things over here. An industrial zone would be a good idea, but a harbor would also. I think probably the harbor is the way to go. I still don't know which location would be the best one. Because I don't have any like water-based resources over here. And while I could get Maui and have him improve something, yeah, I probably should do that. Okay, let's find out where Maui is. Maui, would you like to help us improve stuff, or should we get Hercules back? A tough call. I kind of want to get Maui back. Alright, dude. Can you, like, teleport over here, please? Awesome. And then I'll improve those 2 tiles right there. Probably unnecessary, but... Alright, and we got a pretty awesome farm. What is the yield on here? +5 food. Pretty nice. Okay, I'm going to leave this part here. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment in the comment section, and I will talk to you in the next part. Bye.